Hello. Last time we talked about the superior, the super sense antenna. How we go inside into ourselves, into the conscious being, to the innermost consciousness, in resonance with the cosmos. As we see, we are the cosmos. Each person is the holographic of the cosmos. Each cell is the holographic of the cosmos. Our mind, or our brain even, the matter is the holographic of the universe. But is that a matter we talk about? Is that a thought we talk about? Is that a transmission or synapses? Give the consequence, give the result, give the picture, the framework of that transmission. As we see the color, we see the lights, we see the wall, we see the picture, we see the nature. It's a construct. It's different shapes, different forms. Are they really original forms? No, it's not. All the matters we see are the original matters? No, we don't. We believe they are matters we see. We believe they are physics we see. We believe that material we see. We believe that identity is real. We believe that status is real. We believe that images are real. Are they real? Questions. Ask yourself. Is your body real? If the body belongs to you, you can control everything. Is your mind real? Can you control everything? Can you flip anything? Can you? Your guts. What do you eat? People say, I like to eat. Really? You like to eat. You like the taste. When you eat the food, do they do you a good service? So everything we see, material, we thought they were real. Let's say, for example, let me give you a basic dive inside of matter. We see that all materials built by molecules, atoms, is that right? Particles, or energy waves, so to speak. Are they real? Are those materials exactly what we have perceived as it is? Question. You don't have to answer right away. Question. All our thoughts are real. All our thoughts are magnified. All our thoughts amplified. Our thoughts imagined. All our thoughts made up. You ask yourself the questions. We see with the past, what do we remember? They're as true as we declare they're the truth. Are they the experience, what we remembered? What were our thoughts processed? Our memory processed? Our thoughts processed? Are they recorded in the brain? Can you find anything in the brain in terms of these matters, in terms of material things? As modern science we see from the quantum physics, we see everything is not as fixed as Newton believed. All the evolution is not as fixed as Darwin believed. Particles travel billions of years of light? No, it's not. Everything is space. Everything is coherence. Everything is harmony. When two particles in harmony is in exactly communication, it's internal communication, it's internal coherence, internal matching up. That's why when you think of something, you always see something, because it's matching up. So that particle travel billions of years of light, billions of light years within no time, no space, no locality. Because the inner space doesn't have locality. That coherence doesn't have locality. That's what compassion is about. Compassion. What is compassion? Compassion is the interconnection. Compassion is that all in one in all expression. It's a cosmic expression. Billions of expression, but all billions of expression belong to one. And they're coherent. So that compassion, when you feel somebody, when you coherent with somebody, that compassion is there, and you feel it, you sense it, and you have the coherence, you have the connection, you have the empathy. That's compassion. You connect with the cosmos, that's compassion. You connect with the earth, that's compassion. You connect with the sun, that's compassion. As we mentioned the sun, the solar system, the whole solar system is compassionate. With that spiral, that double helix, that spiral motion, that vortex motion, carry the whole solar system, all the stars, including our Earth. 2,300 over kilometers per second. It's the space moving. Everything is motion. So, solar system motion, black hole motion, galaxy motion, groups of galaxies, clusters of galaxy motion, the Big Bang motion, many billions of Big Bang motion, millions of Big Bang motion. It's all about motion. Then you have outer space motion, you have inner space motion. The inner space is a different geometry. Of course, we use geometry to express. We use mathematics to express. Mathematics is geometry, just expression of that conscious space, inner space. Outer space is the same thing. But we explored a lot of things outer space, but we seldom pay any attention to inner space. I am, for the last 50 years, to explore, to meditate, to observe the inner space. And I see the connection from the Yellow Emperor's internal canon and external canon. From Lao Tzu, from Gautama, Siddhartha, the Buddha, from the beautiful gentleman, his name is Jesus. And from trace back all, people say, God. Of course, the God is a label. Human beings gave the personification. What I call cosmic consciousness. The cosmic consciousness. Or you can say conscious matrix of the cosmos, either way. Or that quantum field of consciousness of the cosmos. All kind of expressions, just expression, our expression. When you interpret, when you give the name, when you give the label, when you give the identity is no longer the origin, because that is your interpretation, your name. You give that identity. You give that image, association. So matter, back to the matter. Matter is real matter. No, all the matter we see is a transformation. It is a process. So that a computer process give you an interface of that image. Atom is real solid, like a ball. Atom, you have protons, neutrons, electrons, and nucleus. Are they solid? No, not. You have quarks. You have left quark, right quark, and up quark, low quark. You have 6 quarks. Are they real? Tell me. You have in that quarks. It's just the space. The space connection, the geometry of the space gives the expression of the particles. Everything's a space. You have atoms, billions of atom space internally within atoms. So you have infinite small space, macro space. You have infinite macro space. Everything's a space. It's nothingness. It's an empty space. Within the empty space, you have consciousness. You have wisdom. You have infinite potentiality. And give infinite expression. That expression differentiated from one matter to another, from one image to another, from one material possibilities to another material possibility. That's what we see in material world. And we believe they're all true. So it's a belief system. Economy, we talk about economy of scarcity, right? We talk like the antenna. The whole series is about compassionate economy. Compassionate economy versus the old system of economy, OS. What does the OS say? Let's do the autopsy of the OS. The autopsy of the OS you have based on paper, the image of dollar, image of yuan, or image whatever, and based on gold, based on data, based on numbers, right? Are they real? You tell me, are they real? We use this as a tool as we believe they're real. It's a belief system. You have it, I don't have it. I have it, you don't have it. If you have too much, I gotta have more. I need to compete. If not, if I cannot get it, I'm going to snatch it. So that perpetual belief of scarce of material, the scarcity, drives us to infinite greed, desires, possessions, accumulations, hoard of all that is possible. But we don't know that. Everything is empty. Everything is a space. In quantum physics, we see that quantum field. It's a space. The mind. If you open the brain, is the mind inside the brain? No, it's not. It's a transmission in out of the quantum field. I call 如来如去. It's not a de. De is what? It's the interconnection. That's my name. De. That interconnection. That compassion. 如来如去. In and out of that space. In different shapes, different movements. The motion of that space in geometry expressed. Of course, we use mathematics to use geometry to give the secret geometry called the universe to give that expression. It is our expression. It's our view, as a human view. Is that right? Is that possible? Think about it. Don't give conclusions. I'm just here to explore with you. So the autopsy of the old economy is hoard, accumulation, more and more and more. You know that? Top 10, top 20% of the people in the world have more than the bottom of 40 million people. 4 billion people. 4 billion people's material, so-called material. It's all totally illusional. You occupy those that become stagnant. Are they going to useful? No. Material, energy, economy, anything in the universe is emotion. Can you imagine the solar system is static? No motion in that each second. Eliminate that 2,000 over miles, just stagnant, frozen. It's not possible. So the reality is motion. But we believe it's everything is separated, everything is determined, everything is set, everything is positioned. It's our illusion. It's our illusion of that total falsified belief system. That has nothing to do with the systems, of construct of any nation, of country, of organization. Has nothing to do with institutions. Have nothing with the families. Have nothing with the race. But it's the whole human being's set belief system. But that system coded in our old DNA. The clan DNA, the human DNA. So everything becomes stagnant. Everything becomes material, separation, scarcity. Everything is based on fear, because I fear I lose all this material. I fear I don't get it. I fear I don't have the status. I fear I don't have the power, or material power, or whatever power. It's all illusion. It's a belief system we set around foot. That code is no longer serve the future humanity. Expired. Running out of time, border time. You see that I mentioned many times, WEF. People argue, people negotiate on conflicts, on separation, on scarcity, on hoarding. Some people call it predatory economy. It's true. For all these thousands of years, everybody, that hoarding, that conflict, that fight, that predatory behavior, wars. And we thought that's what it is. No, it's not. It's what we made, based on wrong belief, the wrong way to survive. So-called survival the fittest. With the AGIs coming, that is no longer feasible. That is no longer sustainable. That is no longer can be lasting. That's reality. Because our illusion, based on matter, based on fixed time, space, based on fear, based on separation, based on division, based on fragmentation, based on thoughts, based on the old memories, old DNA, disease, the state of the mind, disease, the state of the body, disease, the state of position, disease, the state of vision, is collapsing. AGI is going to take over all the old materials. Human beings must transcend. Human beings must shift, transform from the old OS to a new. Otherwise, there's no possibility to sustain. There's no possibility. You don't have self-extinction. But it's good. Danger. Give that catalyst. Danger give us the empty space. Danger give us the opportunities. So that's why I study this program. I study this movement. It's called Global Great Pause. Stop. Just stop. Put a temporary stop of that old interface, of the old coding system, the old computation, the old analysis, the old thoughts. Just temporarily stop. To empty the mind. So we have new possibilities to download new, to open up the innate superior sense antenna, to perceive, to conceive, to receive new. So that I have an opportunity to abandon, to detach the old system, the old attachments. All that emotions, all that disease state, all that beliefs, all that fights, more and more greed. Let the energy flow. Economy is energy. Let it flow. Instead of holding, holding it, instead of accumulating, make it stagnant. A lot of people made it stagnant. I'm serious. It's flow. You got to let it move. Let it move. So the new economy is what? It's the economy of compassion. It's a resonance. It's harmony. The harmony makes it flow. The resonance makes it flow. The coherence of all energy frequency makes it flow. And see the interconnection. When they're interconnected, there's entangled, coherent. And that makes everything flow. That's the new economy. The economy is like water. Bruce Lee said, and Taoist said clearly. Even the Yellow Empress Canon said clearly, let it flow. The yin-yang is what? The yin-yang is a flow of energy space. The molecules, the inner space, the outer molecules. The yang and the yin is a flow of energy. So the body, healthy body, is a flow. Without a flow, stagnation, your body become what? Become dead. Like a zombie. Without a flow, stagnant. Disease occurred. Mutation. Disease, the mutation start. The telomere of the chromosome shortened. Because there's no light anymore. There's no blinking anymore. Life comes to an end. This is just for one transformation, one particular length of life. Let's use the three-dimensional word to talk about. That's why a lot of people work, become stagnant. They just run back and forth, like a zombie. Then eventually they made a lot of money. I know a lot of people made a lot of money, for so-called money, made a lot of money. And then 45, 50 years old, gone. Because there's no energy flow. The economy is not flowing. The internal economy is not flowing. The currency is not flowing. The internal energy is not flowing. External energy is not flowing. Got to change. So same thing as with the human economy, with our energy. As we know, most people can live at least 150 years old, but we don't. Why? Because we waste it. We made it stagnant. We focus so much on our beliefs. We destroy ourselves. We made the healthy body in flow and stagnant. We made our healthy body blocked. We make our healthy body a self-made separation, self-made dead end. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Let it connect. Let it be in resonance. See that coherence within and without. That's the new economy. Let it flow. And then with this time, space, with the three-dimensional world of what do we perceive, what do we conceive, what do we receive, a new world in display, in manifestation, that coherence. Within that framework, within that space, within that motion, within that geometry, within that quantum field, in and out, from individual to the quantum field, from quantum field to individual expression, it's a one, connected. So human beings need to abandon that material stagnation belief. Comes into coherence. Let it flow. Let flow. And with AGI's coming, it's a beautiful opportunity. AGI is going to handle all the labor, all the thoughts, all the analysis, all the computation, all the algorithm, instead of we doing this thing, waste of our time, waste of our energy, waste our life. Let AGI do what we used to do in such a labor, in such a repetition, in such a waste of life. And then AGI will have that beautiful, balanced calculation and distribution, and that make that circle possible. We transcend, open our lingan, that cosmic intuition, the cosmic metaphysical intuition, that aha moment, that insight of humanity, insight of life, insight of the cosmos, insight of the quantum field of the conscious cosmos. To see from within that empty space, to embody that empty space, to embody that life from within, that cosmic conscious life, that holographic real life from within, to see that infinite potentiality from that infinite void of that space, inner and outer. Everybody can, do the very simple thing. Start just meditation, just sit down, just empty that mind. Do a little bit breathing. The breathing is the most fundamental. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. breathe out. Just a simple breathing, and you totally empty all these crazy transmission of thoughts, all kind of crazy signals, all kind of crazy noises, all kind of crazy emotions, memories, attachments, conformities, all these crazy things. To empty the mind. And you will maybe see the different world. You will. I'm not going to give you what you see. You experience it. You embody it. You experiment it. I have been in experiment for the last 60 years, especially the last 50 over years. For that inner space exploration. The inner space observation. That inner space dive in to observe, to see, to feel, to sense, to open the superior, the super sensitive antenna. More and more human beings begin to awaken. You see a lot of people doing volunteer work. You see a lot of people doing something for somebody. You see some people give something. And our school is a good example. We give millions of dollars to people in terms of scholarships, in terms of studies, in terms of different disasters, and St. Jude, and Red Cross, and Katrina. In terms of a lot of people want to go to school and go to colleges, we provided college scholarships, and within, a lot of people come here. They don't have anything to pay. We give a scholarship. It's that exchange makes things flow. We have students donate $5,000, $5,000, $10,000 to make things flow, move. That's the very start of that emotion, of the economy emotion. Do something for somebody. It's not really do something for somebody, that's you. You need to see. You need to connect. Simple things. Instead of separation. So that's a beginning of the awakening. That's the beginning of the life in flow. That's the beginning of that connection. So, as we said, simple breath. I call cosmic breath because I have a lot of breath modules. We have 9 modules. We have 27 modules. We have 36 modules. And we expanded to 108 combinations of modules. We have a lot of people begin to study. A lot of research centers, Harvard, Stanford, plenty of studies. They're similar but different. But they all have extensive studies on the brain changes, in the synapses changes, on the actual brain matter changes. There are plenty of evidence. It's a personal hardware transformation, not to mention the internal, the software transformation. It is time, it is the space, in this three-dimensional space-time, transform, shift from the old OS to new, to connect with the quantum field of consciousness. Start with something small, a breath, a movement, an empty mind, a pause. That's why we started with the global pause. We probably do in July or do June and July. We are preparing. That's why we do these 14 days, 2 weeks classes, $27 for 2 weeks. It's a symbolic payment. People don't have $20, so what? come in. Till people have more. Don't let anybody live more. It's about energy flow. That's the good start of that transmission. That is the good start of that emotion. That is the good start of that flow. That flow state is healthy. That flow state is intelligence. That flow state is make life moving. Let the inner space, the outer space become more harmonious. Let the orchestra booming in that vibration, that frequency. Let it flow. Let it flow. That's what I make my suggestion. You can try it. You don't have to listen to what I said. Try it. And then you see yourself, experiment yourself, not just to listen to me. I just give a suggestion, I give an idea. Sometimes that idea is not my idea, it's a cosmic consciousness. I just transmit. I just send a message. You try yourself. Don't get blinded belief, but do it. Experiment it. Embody it. And you will see the changes. Either one way or another. That's what I see on this new economy that is coming. There's no doubt about it. Inevitably, we must shift from the old OS to new S. From the old economy of scarcity to new economy of harmony. From the old material holding to new flow. That's what I see. That's what I observed for the last 50-some years. Yes, I was lacking. I was struggling. But I got out of it. I feel, wow, what a dumb thing I did. But it's time for you to try it. You may not see that. Just like one of the broadcasters said, and he has everything, but he was not happy. Certainly, there's something from within. That's what I'm talking about for the last 50 years. Something within. Let's walk on that infinite space with each microcosm space in this grand physical, metaphysical, in this three-dimensional space-time of that interspace. But we must open up our inner space so that we can open up the outer space in a totally different reality. We have to let go of the beliefs of that scarcity, that stagnation, the dead body. Be alive. That's the future. Be alive. Not live on the dead body. Thank you. I hope you like to be alive. Let's be alive. To be in harmony. To be in resonance. Thank you. Any questions? Good. And I think, Nadler has good expression of when we stuck in a house, nothing moves. That's true. Because when you're stuck in somewhere, we literally, we live in this world. We often, metaphysically, metaphor-wise, we use metaphor to express, what we see, But sometimes, literally, we stay in a house. We never go anywhere. The space is limited. And then we see our vision is totally limited. We live in this world, it's the same thing. We limit ourselves in such a short vision. We limit ourselves in such a yoke. We limit ourselves in such a prison. We limit ourselves in this pothole. And then we don't see anything beyond that. Well, there's no flow. There's only stagnation. So that's why you have so much disease, so much conflict. so many conflicts, so many wars, and so much like emotional and mental and psychological and stagnation, and there are no possibilities to go out of that boundaries because you stuck yourself over there. So over here, what I say flow is get out of there, to let life to be alive instead of stagnant. Go to the nature. You see the trees, you see the skies, you see the water, you see the mountains, you see the rivers, you see the seas. Everything's emotion. Nothing is not emotion. But when you stagnate, your vision is totally restricted. You don't see the motion. But the inner motion, you don't even do meditation. How can you see the inner motion? The inner motion is beautiful. Without that matter, without that vision, but an inner vision is infinite. You can travel any space, beyond the space-time, beyond the locality, in the infinite world. Just like what I said, I have many experiences of meditation, transcend into that inner space, without matter, without physical images, without identities, without thoughts, without conformities, without knowledge, without anything of the past, conformity or dogma, or thoughts or beliefs. And then you see nothingness. You see that infinite space. You see the infinite light of space. That great void. But the great void is not a vacuum. It's full of intelligence, full of consciousness, full of infinite energy. The energy may not be visible energy, but it's a hidden energy. That's what I call infinity. That's what I call potentiality. So, to transform, you got to detach from the old way. So the habits can be cut. Today, unpurposely, I'm aware. I'm doing this all the time. I'm going to do this way every day. I'm doing it. I'm going to be aware of it. I'm going to change the way of doing it. I'm always trying to grab something, to earn something. But today, I'm going to give you something. Let it flow. Thank you.